Welcome to Biblical Theology Today. I wanted to continue our discussion of Genesis 1:1 and Elohim. And I want to ask the question particularly, is Elohim a virtual singular? When you have Bereshit bara Elohim, is the plural nature of Elohim really intended for us to see as a plural in that text? And if we go to standard resources, you look at Elohim, and if I can freeze this. You can see they're treating it Elohim, and then they say El, I guess they're saying would be the singular, and so they're treating that as a common masculine plural. It's interesting that if we go to Logos and we do that same search, let me see if I can... Sorry, I should have had this set up better. You can see Elohim is noun, masculine, plural, and then different people talk about it. If we pull up the ESV, consistently going to be translated just God singular, and so you could make the argument that even though technically the ending is plural, that it's functioning as a virtual singular, and many people would take that view. And you might even go to a text, like these are some notes that I did a while back, but Dagon is called our Elohim, and so is that later practice of using Elohim as a virtual singular, does that mean that it's an overreading? And to say that you have the he created and then a true plural, well, a couple of things we might want to just notice here. If we go to standard lexica, like this is Halot, I believe, that it lists Eloah and Elohim together and points out that Eloah, which you can see would be the singular of Elohim, that actually appears 2 times in the Pentateuch. I think the first one is 32:15, and you see the note says, so El, many manuscripts and editions have, I guess that would be called a mapeak. I'm not sure if I have that term right, but you have the spelling there. I tried to find the oldest copy of that, and I think there might be one from Qumran, but I didn't have the actual image, so I wasn't able to see that. But at least all the texts that we have are reading the singular of Elohim there. And if you go to 32:17, you have the same thing there, and you can see, I can take myself out of the way here. You can see the parsing is noun common singular. So where Elohim is plural, here we have a text claiming to be from Moses. So the writer, clearly he knows the singular form Eloah. The form appears in Job, apparently old text, and in I believe, Psalm 18:32, and I did look at one of the Qumran manuscripts. I think the Nahal Hever version of the Psalms has that same form, so the text at least is presenting itself that Moses knows is singular, and so that would suggest, I would think, that it's a significant, it's not an over-reading. If we look at my notes again, there are places where Elohim is used of the one true God, and yet the one true God, Elohim, has plural modifiers with it. And I think I use maybe BibleWorks to find this. I'm sure you could reproduce this with Logos or Accordance. I just haven't done that, but maybe the most famous and commonly known one would be Genesis 20:13, and this is Abraham says, Elohim, they made me wander, and it's usually translated God made me wander, so it's preserved as a singular, but notice that the verb there is plural. 2013, I think it is. Genesis 2013. Would help if I could type 2013. It came about just as when God, and notice that, the Samaritan Pentateuch has a singular, but everyone else has a plural there. They made me wander. Elohim, they made me wander. And this is Abraham, and so Abraham is using a plural verb with the word Elohim, but doing that of the one God of monotheism. And, it's not the only place. Joshua 24:19, this verse, usually translated, Joshua said to the people, you are not able to serve the Lord because he is Elohim Kodashim. And if we just pull that up, Joshua 24:19. You are not able to serve the Lord, so clearly, with the Shema, Hear, O Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, all those words are plural in the spoken Shema, except Echad is singular. And so here you have the one God of monotheism, tetragrammaton, and then the justification is because he is Elohim Kedoshim, so the who is singular, and I can take myself out of the way. The who, you can see it's your singular. He is Elohim Kedoshim, but Kedoshim is plural. It has a plural modifier. And if we keep looking at these text, they're all doing that. 31:53, may the God of Abraham, and of course that's a construct plural, the God of Nahor, construct plural. Then it says 31:53, they will judge between us. So 31:53. This is 31:53. 53. And you can see textual variants and difficulties there. The Samaritan Pentateuch has a singular, and the Septuagint as well. The God of their fathers. But look at this verse in light of verse 7, 31:7. He has cheated me these 10 times, but Elohim, he did not grant him. The Samaritan Pentateuch has tetragrammaton there, but I think you see the point where even native speakers, as presented in the text, are struggling with, is Elohim a plural word? And if it is a plural word, does it have plural modifiers? And I think there are 20 places, 35:7, Exodus 22:8, 2 Samuel 7:23. And anyone who's a member of a channel, if you would like me to send this document to you, I'm happy to do that. You can go through this material for yourself. And it's this data is happening everywhere. And I don't have really the right fonts there. This was, I think, when I had BibleWorks, and I don't think I have that font loaded, but there are verses where interplay with singular and plural within the same verse. So pretty clear that the idea that it's just so common that no native speaker would ever treat it as a true plural, that's just simply not true. All of these verses show that, and you can go through, I think this is like 35 pages or something, but it seems to me that the idea that Elohim is just so so functioning as a singular that no one really took seriously the plural elements of it is simply not true. You read through the Pentateuch in Hebrew and take your own notes and see what happens. I think I did a paper on this one time, and I just took a week and read through Pentateuch in Hebrew, and it's amazing what you'll see. I think this standard modern arguments may not be as convincing as maybe everyone takes them. Be interested to see your take. Thanks for your comments. I'll be adding to this series. We'll look at a lot of other things in terms of Genesis 1, 2, 3. And as always, I look forward to talking to you next time.